I'm Brian Westbrook with GeekWire Studios here at AWS Marketplace Seller Conference 2024, having a lot of exciting conversations, including this one with Michelle Hoover, Senior Vice President of Global Alliances and Channels at Cloudera. First of all, how's the conference going? What are you getting out of it?
Conference is fantastic. I would say always learning. There's always new things. So definitely the networking is incredible. Just tips on things from different peer groups that I would not have known. So just when I think I know it all, I keep learning more and more.
That is fantastic. Let's talk about that journey and that learning experience that you've had with AWS Marketplace. Take us back to the beginning. Where did it all begin?
So I joined Cloudera a little over almost 2 years ago. And when I joined, they had already marketplace listings available. They were already transacting in cloud, but I would say that they did not have the sales motion around it. And honestly, that's the easier part. Sometimes just getting the listings going is the hardest part. So that was a selling point for me, really joining Cloudera. Like this will be exciting to be able to take this to the next level. So when I joined initially, we worked to really start to educate our teams internally on what the cloud marketplace is all about, why there's great value in it for customers and for the sellers.
When you go through a journey like that, when you take marketplace experience from listings to a more full-rich opportunity and where you're really embracing marketplace, there are stakeholders and there are inevitably challenges that you have to overcome. How did you work through those?
So I think first and foremost, so we already had alignment from the product teams. Okay. So that was fantastic with Marketplace. We were already leveraging the Tackle.io platform to help us manage Marketplace listings. But what we needed to do was educate the sales organization on why Marketplace. And then first and foremost, we had the barrier of compensation and comp neutrality. And so I had to work to really educate our sales operations team, our chief revenue officer, as well as our CFO on why we needed to make some changes there and how that was going to benefit our customers and where this had really evolved in the marketplace as an accelerator for business to help drive new logos, to help accelerate the time to market, as well as just closing deals faster.
Now, help others, because you've had a challenge with CROs and CFOs and you've kind of been through that. What about somebody embracing their AWS Marketplace journey for perhaps the first time? How do you have those conversations with the CROs and CFOs? And can you pass along some maybe tips and tricks that you learned along the way?
There's a variety of different ways. So first of all, I think you have to start with the customer and work your way back. So what is it in it for the customers, and how are those customers benefiting? Reducing, like leveraging their commits, so getting the best pricing that they can get from the cloud providers. How common this has become amongst ISVs. I mean, we have customers with over a $3 billion commit, and so the ability for them to transact under that commit is super advantageous. So we've done some incredibly large transactions, $18 million, one deal, for example, and I tell you, that was a game changer to help our team see that transacting an $18 million deal was actually exponentially faster than had we done it direct, and that was an eye-opener.
How is moving to AWS Marketplace really help your strategy overall, bigger picture?
I'd say it's part of the flywheel to success. So for you to expand in different markets, some markets you are really dependent on resellers. And so Cloudera has been able to leverage CPPO to help really expand with and through our channel partners in LATAM in particular, but as well in Europe and Asia. CPPO is an accelerator, a force to help us accelerate new logos, deal velocity, and just reach new channel partners.
When you think about, today we're talking a lot about not only networking and connecting here is great, sharing tips and tricks, but there's also a look ahead. What features and perhaps ideas, concepts, areas of focus with Marketplace are you most excited about moving forward?
Most excited about really taking some of the buy now aspects and really integrating with our trials process and leveraging the storefront of the AWS Marketplace to reach new customers, in particular new logos. So I'm very excited about that. And then also what we are doing is really becoming our own best customer. So we ourselves have been transacting on AWS Marketplace, and there's learnings that have come out of that with our own teams of how we've improved our processes working with procurement, our cloud IT operations, and our finance organization. And so improving upon our own processes helped us better enable our customers and our own sellers so that they know how to walk customers through, because customers are all at different phases and stages of this.
And there's an expression in technology, eating your own dog food. So it feels like you're really walking the walk, talking the talk when it comes to AWS Marketplace. As your teams go through that and really embrace it, you are your own best customer, what are you learning that you can then maybe leverage or pivot when it gets to the other customer?
So we're learning every day. I think that's the thing. We are never at end of job. We are constantly learning. Despite the fact that I've been in this space 8 years, we continue to learn every day. So, for example, we just closed a deal this last month, and the particular customer was a subsidiary of a parent. That customer had no idea that they had to commit, let alone that they could transact in Marketplace. And so what we have learned is the importance of engaging the AWS Marketplace specialists far earlier in the process, because they are able to help with that customer navigate where that customer's commit is, what that customer's process is, or help that customer establish a process if they don't have one.
One of the big challenges, Michelle, is how you get the customer along their journey, how you get them started. Where do they begin? How do you help them?
So at Cloudera, our customers are sometimes struggling with generative AI, for example, and where to get started. This is where Cloudera has looked to AWS SIs. In particular, we have an SI called Mission Cloud, who has really helped us deliver assessment workshops for our customers around generative AI to help the customers find the best business outcomes, whether that is customer service that they're trying to improve with chatbots, or it could be credit card fraud protection, that they have advanced fraud protection services. So an SI like Mission Cloud can come in and do an assessment workshop for free. So we really took that to the next step to make it easy for our customers. We created a marketplace listing with Mission Cloud, unlocking generative AI with Cloudera on AWS and Mission Cloud. To deliver these assessment workshops makes it very easy to get started at no cost.
And they can then take it to the next level and implement some of those suggestions using your solutions.
Absolutely. So then they have the ability to build applications and really integrate the best outcomes and ROI with generative AI with Cloudera on AWS, leveraging Bedrock, all those native services, and an AWS Map SI that can really bring that all together for them.
Great strategy, great tips, lots of great information. Thank you so much. This is Michelle Hoover. She is the Senior Vice President of Global Alliances and Channels at Cloudera. Thank you so much for the time. I'm Brian Westbrook. We're here at AWS Marketplace Seller Conference 2024. Thanks for watching.